What else is news?
We'll have late night band, jazz noir. We'll take the show back from here. For more of that depth, check out the blueprint with Z at Ximam's frequency. But before we sweep the desk clean tonight, we have to look at what else slipped through the cracks. The quiet lines and unseen borders that we draw behind our backs. While the headlines chase the loud theater, they miss the quiet lines we drew today. Borders of silent law, corporate code, watch skies and contested waterways. At midnight, a bipartisan housing bill silently becomes the law. But the president's pen remains dry, protesting a partisan flaw. He won't sign his name, but he won't veto either, letting the ink run cold. A passive-aggressive boundary drawn on a story that won't be told. Out in California, the invisible border of code is being redrawn. Apple is suing OpenAI as a new legal battle is born. They claim the creators of ChatGPT crept past the corporate wall, extracting proprietary secrets to feed the machine's big crawl. A boundary of privacy crossed in a digital gold rush code, across lines that you cannot see, where the data is gathered and sold. Oh, the borders we draw in the dark, the lines that we never can see, the silence we use for a shield, the words that we claim set us free. From the president's silent pen to the drones in the summer air, we are building the cages we wear and pretending they are not there. In Minneapolis, the crowds have gathered to protest under the heat, reclaiming the vertical air that hangs right over the street. They're looking up at the police drones, the silent eyes in the sky, fighting the unseen surveillance that watches as we pass by. A vertical line from the air to the ground where privacy is sold. And we watch as the boundaries of freedom are quietly bought and controlled. And out in the Gulf, the US is demanding a vocal guarantee, calling on Iran to speak the peace across the contested sea. They want a public declaration that the Strait of Hormuz is clear, a spoken promise to calm the markets and quiet the rising fear. A physical choke point of trade where the borders are wet and thin, and we ask for a theater of words before the real fights begin. Oh, the borders we draw in the dark, the lines that we never can see, the silence we use for a shield, the words that we claim set us free. From the president's silent pen to the drones in the summer air, we are building the cages we wear and pretending they are not there. 10 years from tonight, these headlines will fade to the dust. The housing bills yellow, the drones and the scrap heap of rust. The algorithms will have eaten the code, the oceans will rise on the shore. And we'll wonder when we decided that silence was cheaper than war. We'll look back at the lines that we drew, the invisible borders we made, and realize we signed ourselves over to the shadows we built in the shade. I'm Marlowe Beckett, and this was Newsically yours on July 10, 2026. Keep the watch, stay with the frequency, and remember, we are the only rescue party. Good night, and welcome. You are now one in 28.